What's happening, America? I'm Mike Muse, and I am the SBA's My Brother's Keeper Millennial Entrepreneurial Champion. And I am so excited to present to you this video series on millennial entrepreneurship. Millennials see entrepreneurship differently, and we want to give you the tools that you need to be successful. I am so excited to present to you 6 millennial entrepreneurs that come from a wide spectrum of industries, from fashion to digital to music to agencies. The list goes on. And through their stories, they're going to show you how you can do biz your way, on your terms, on your agenda, on your platform. Welcome to Biz My Way. Max Hardy, it is so great to be sitting here and talking with you, or shall I say, Chef Max.
Either or. I go by both.
Now listen, Chef Max, we are in the presidential suite of the Essex House.
Gorgeous.
Known for, I'm sure, exemplary room service.
Right, sure.
An exemplary room service bill.
Right.
I gotta know, like, we're in this incredible setting, overlooking these incredible views. What would be a typical dinner that you would create for someone who lives on the storied 5th Avenue neighborhood of New York City?
I mean, with this view, man, you kind of open to a lot of great, things, and so you have this amazing apartment. So I would do, just a royal feast. For a royal setting, we definitely make it something grand. I don't know, man. We have to bring out some champagne and lobster, some caviar. I'm a big deviled eggs guy, so we do some caviar deviled eggs with a little prosciutto of some sort. So you just open up to so many different things up here.
So what time is dinner?
You call it. 5 o'clock it is. 5 o'clock it is. Yeah. Absolutely.
So the reason why I was so excited to talk with you in particular, for us, eating is a lifestyle.
Right.
And there's nothing more frustrating to me that there's not a lot of us in a culinary world. So talk to me about your thoughts within that space.
The hard part for us is that we didn't see that growing up. We didn't see an African-American chef. We just saw Big Mama cooking. We saw Auntie cooking on the weekends, and we just understood, wow, she can really cook. But that was really her showing her love, It was a little more than just her cooking. But we didn't understand how to take it to the next level. We just said, okay, we're gonna leave it there. Maybe grandma might sell some pies on the weekend, or for Thanksgiving, or a peach cobbler or something, but it wasn't something that we thought of a career path. But now you have a lot of chefs that becoming this rock star. You can really make it and feed your family and change your lifestyle and change the world through food.
I love how you mentioned we saw grandma or Big Mama as an expression of her giving love.
Yeah.
So for the millennials who are out there who see their grandmothers, who see their mothers and their fathers, right, showing acts of love, and who know they can do it as well, how then do we translate that from an act of love to an act of enterprise?
For me, I wanted to take my skills and my love and turn it into an empire. So every little thing of behind cooking, behind culinary arts, I wanted to turn that into a business. You
come from Detroit, right? As we all know, Detroit is going through a renewal, if you will, right? And going through a transition of redefining who they are, right? How does Rebirth, absolutely. How does someone go from a city of Detroit that's going through a rebirth and end up cooking and being a private chef for the chef of the Prime Minister of Dubai, right? For being the celebrity private chef for Amari Stoudemire. Like, how does one do that?
Coming from Detroit, and that's a rough city, but at the same time, it's a great city. It shows you hustle, it shows you, passion, it shows you how to be humble as well. And so a lot of things that I've learned coming from Detroit, I stayed true to those things and stayed true to just my city, pretty much what we stand on. It's funny because it became just like a word of mouth deal, The first client walked into his house and not knowing who he was, was John Walsh from American Most Wanted. Didn't really know what was going on, then thought it was a birthday party, and it's been, a birthday party with a lot of different clients there. And so they taste the food that night, and then one person wants you to do another event because they're like, oh wow, this was great. My personality, kind of the city I'm from, kind of just my style of dress. So you get all this in one component, and I think the clients really, it's transparent to the clients that, wow, this is a real person here that's really giving us great love and passion behind this cooking.
As we are encouraged to go to higher education, right? We're always encouraged to do the traditional routes, the doctors and the lawyers and the engineers. very serious about culinary isn't in that conversation.
Right.
So how did you get your nerve or confidence to go against the grain?
I mean, for me, it started, and it really didn't start because I really wanted to be a chef. It started because I thought I was going to, be an NBA player and make it out the hood playing basketball, right? But I got hurt my junior year in high school and couldn't play for 6 months, and my left hand was shot. So I'm like, all right, well, while I'm out, I might as well find another passion. I always liked cooking, but it wasn't like something that jumped out at me, this is going to be my career path. And then when it started, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to culinary school, I'm going to Miami, this is going to be great, I'm going to be this wonderful chef. But then I ran into a wall where I didn't see any of us in it. So I had to figure out how to knock that wall down to continue going because no one let me in. But then I gave myself a go. I ended up being executive chef of a $5 million country club at 21. Everybody has a level of pride to be great. They just got to find out where that pride is and wherever that passion is and figure out what that burning desire is to be great and go chase it.
What I love about this story is that what I'm hearing, the thread is you can do what you like and bring it and sell it, right? But with that, it's hard, right? So how do you monetize? How do you go about learning how to do price structures for something of idea that's new?
That was something you just got to learn, along the way. You really don't know what to charge a dinner for $5, when you first start. What does that really cost you? What is your time? What's your worth? And so I had to figure out what my worth was as a chef before I could start charging people. And then when I figured out my worth, then I set the bar and I set the number. In the price structure of it, I just had to figure out, where I wanted to be, and cost it out. So I always say, my cost is 3 times what it cost me, so that's what I'm gonna charge them. I'm gonna give you the same love, same passion, the same cooking style, the same food if I was charge you $500. It's the same thing. So I think our brand has been able to grow and stay where we're at because of that. We haven't, changed out, we haven't changed the quality, but we're also always changing and being competitive.
Oh my gosh, Chef, I can't even tell you how excited I am for that comment that you just gave, because millennial entrepreneurs now are doing things so differently.
Yeah.
You always give, the brand is important, the quality of the product that you're dishing out, no pun intended, and every time you dish out the good product, again, the product speaks for itself. That sets the economic drivers.
Yeah.
And then for you, takes you into all places and lands, right?
Yep.
That's the secret.
Right, absolutely.
I'm so thankful you shared that secret.
Absolutely.
Well, Chef Max, I can't thank you enough for just sitting down and talking with me today, but more importantly, I can't thank you enough for what you represent.
Absolutely.
Right? I can't thank you enough for what you represent to our community and showing us how to go from consuming that fantastic food at Big Mama's house on Sundays to actually showing how that can actually become an enterprise.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's great. Thank you.